After having spent some time talking about the structure of Gallic society and Gallic religion, including their practice of human sacrifice, Caesar moves on to tell you a little bit about the theological system that the Gauls employ. And here you see Deum Maxime Mercurium Colunt. He gets right into it and tells you that Mercury is their chief god. You'll note that this verb colunt is contained within nouns such as agricola, a cultivator of the field, and incola, an inhabitant. And the verb in its basic signification means to cultivate or to foster. You can translate this loosely as they worship, but you have to remember that the idea here is that in Roman and, according to Caesar here, in Gallic society as well, the idea was that you cultivated a god's favor by bestowing upon them gifts and sacrifices and worship in the hope that they would in turn make your life go better. There's something of a mercenary arrangement involved here. Note that I have highlighted in red all of the pronouns which refer back to Mercury. Caesar employs the rhetorical device of anaphora here to keep Mercury in your mind in all these successive clauses. So up until this point, post hunc is going to be talking about Mercury. All right, so you have huius sunt plurimas simulacra. That part's fairly straightforward. Here with the verb ferunt, remember that this can mean to bear or to carry, but in forms which have to do with verbal ideas or traditions, it can mean they say or they hand over as a tradition, right? And what you need to supply here with hunc and inventorem is esse. Hunc inventorem esse, and then omnium artium, okay? Note that this may be frustrating to you as Latin students, but here by containing inventorem in between omnium and artium, Caesar is able to really nicely balance this idea. All right, here then. You see that they arbitrantur. Again, this is going to take another accusative infinitive construction, and you're going to want to supply esse again. So they arbitrantur hunc esse ducem viarum atque itinerum. Note here a couple of genitive plurals. And then here, hunc, you don't have to supply esse here because you've got your infinitive expressed with hunc, this one, habere, the vim maximum, ad quaestus, this is an accusative plural, the fourth declension, ad quaestus pecuniae mercaturasque. Okay, note that this accusative plural here with ad, something like for the purpose of. Okay, and then here with post hunc, you're going to want to have something like post hunc and then supply colunt. After him, they colunt Apollinem et Martem et Ioem et Minervam. And then here, his is going to refer back to the gods just mentioned. And then you're going to see that it says de his about these, they habent eandem fere opinionem, roughly the same opinion, quam reliquiae gentes. Here you need to supply habent with reliquiae gentes. Okay? And then the quam, of course, refers to eandem opinionem. And then this phrase, habent opinionem, note that this is going to introduce in turn another accusative infinitive construction, because to have an opinion is effectively a form of a verb of thinking. Okay, so they have this opinion that Apollinem morbos depellere, Minervam operam atque artificiorum initiat tradere, and then Ioem imperium caelestium tenere, Martem bella regere. Those are all just accusative infinitive constructions. Nothing really needs to be supplied. Just think, they think that, blah, 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 blah.